Okay, Alysia.
Yes, Sarah.
Oh my God, I can't, it's like hard for me. It's like I see your name and I want to say Alyssa so bad,
I know everybody does it. It's okay.
but I don't like it because it's like that's your name, you know?
She said, I don't like it.
I
I'm
don't
just
know, like I don't like saying the wrong name. Like that hurts my soul, you know?
I'm so used to it, girl. I always try to say like Alicia Keys, like think of it like that. But my parents are foreigners, so they probably got it wrong, to be honest. Oh, she's battling. Yo, we love Sarah. We love her.
Also, you are smoking.
Oh, stop. You are too.
Oh my God. No, wait. I need to see it again. I need to see it again.
Oh, the
I
second.
need to see it.
Man, you know what? I swear, I've been rollerblading so much. I think the rollerblades keep growing my thighs more. I'm trying to get leaner and I can't. First, give two, three.
Interesting.
But look what I did today. I'm like, you ready to see what I just learned today?
Yeah.
Well, I think I've done it once before, but it's definitely a Miami move. Ready? Wait.
Oh my God.
They be jiggling. But it's weird. You really have to relax your legs. You bring your knees in.
Damn! Oh my God! Okay, my neighbors love me. My neighbors love me so much, by the way.
I know, thank God mine haven't complained. But I used to DJ. Now I have neighbors. I wonder if they'd complain if I started DJing. I might DJ tonight. We'll see. What are you getting into tonight? I love your wall. That's so cute.
Thanks. So they're all actually. Let me show you.
I'm like, what is it though? It looks like.
I'm about to show you. So, okay, well, obviously, like this, right? This is just silly, goofy, whatever. But they're all like different, like Bible verses and just like affirmations and stuff, you know?
Oh my gosh, that's all on paper.
Yeah.
Guys.
So it's basically just like things that make me feel good and things that are like godly, you know?
Oh, I love that.
So,
It was more creative.
but yeah, it looks kind of bad from far away because you can't really see
No,
it.
it doesn't. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, my big loud boy.
Cuckoo, thanks for the goat.
He's like, one more rose, guys. One more rose. It's only a penny. Oh, gosh.
Okay, we didn't get it.
Look at him. He's mad at the people. You mad at the
Baby. How are you feeling after everything? I know that like revisiting stuff is hard, so I just wanted to check in with you mentally and everything.
Well, my therapist was like, girl, you need to listen to your intuition. Because I was like, I told him when I was doing it, I was like, yeah, let's set up a time. But I really wasn't prepared, you know, like pray about it, all that stuff. And then he just like requested me, shut up. Hey, shut up. I know, psycho.
Cutie though. Cutie patootie.
I'm shutting, y'all. This thing sheds. Fashion Nova, made in China. But he said definitely like I feel like I've been just disassociated a little bit. Like I'll put stuff down, I won't remember. Like I'll be like glove, I'll be like who got the glove, like simple things. Yeah. And he was like, in order to talk about some of that stuff, you had to like disassociate from yourself. So yeah, I'm just trying to like reconnect everything. Yeah, stuff I like forgot about, like I haven't thought about in years, you know, and like tried to numb myself for so long.
Yeah.
That like even when I was talking to him, he was like, breathe, girl. I was like, ah! Because I like relive it. Like I felt like it was happening. Like it was being scared to speak for so long. And because you got to think he was after me too with defamation. So I was afraid all the time I was going to get served. Like it was just crazy because I was the one not in the wrong, right?
Like how did you okay, because I remember you talking about like alcoholism and stuff after. How did you get to a place of healing in the first place? Like what brought you to that healing place?
You know what's crazy is I overdosed. Like there were so many times where it should have been my bottom, where it was like that point. But it was just really, I remember exactly where I was sitting on the edge of my bed and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. It was kind of that surrender of like, I didn't know anything about surrender. I grew up with God, like I grew up with the Bible, a lot of religion, but I
Yeah.
never really understood a relationship. I never like had that personal relationship, you know?
Mhm.
So I just could feel God though. Like he was like, okay, I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And then I went to detox and I haven't had a drink since. Glory to God. And then, but it took me a year and a half to get off this. So I still had a lot, like it was a process for me.
It
But
makes
AA really helped me. Like I loved AA. Was so grateful. Like it was what led me because AA is everything from the Bible. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go deeper with the source instead of going deeper with the program, which the program's great, but it's like I want to go to the source, not like so focused on like the steps and like you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
But yeah, I finished it and everything, but I haven't been to a meeting in like forever. Matrix MVP Muhammad Rudog. Sorry guys, we just kept it. David, what's up,
Thank you,
David?
Cindy. I appreciate you, girl. So like, okay, so what did your therapist say for like how to kind of ground yourself and get back into that level of connection and like
That's
associate?
interesting. I thought like I would talk about God's love, but I never felt it until literally Christmas time when my TikTok got nannered for like a week. And I truly had to sit with myself. And that's the first time I felt his love. But I'm still working on that part because it's really being able to sit in your pain, not distract, and look at yourself. And that's the thing is like he was telling me I was using God like a drug, like go into God instead of like sitting, you know, with him. And like the thing is, you can know God loves you, but if you don't accept that, it's all just words. You
Okay.
have to accept that you're actually being loved.
Okay, so was it maybe like you reframing certain things in your mind to be
I mean, I had to go back to childhood. Like, I had to go back to the womb when my mother actually had me and she wasn't getting the love she had. Like, I felt already that was like a disconnect from me because everything is like spiritual, generational, you know, all this stuff. So, my therapist, he didn't even know we were going to go that deep, but he ended up going to like the womb, is where the first time I felt like I was feeling what my mom was feeling, you know, where she had to kind of close her heart off. And, yeah, it happened as a child. I think Satan really, when I think about childhood and stuff, I was really picked on. I was really bullied. Um, I just always never felt good enough. You know, like I always had to earn everything in my life, like earn my dad's love, you know. So I treated God a lot like that, not realizing he loves me unconditionally. So it's a really difficult thing to kind of change your perspective. It is a change of perspective, but it's actually opening up your heart. And I still have to work
yes.
to it. But he was like, okay, talk to your heart. Like, what is your heart saying? Because even in the Bible, it talks about your heart like it's separate. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, he's like, it has its own personality. And I was like, my heart was like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you, B.
And I actually genuinely feel like that anybody who's lost their way, it doesn't matter if you're like the pursuer, the person that's causing somebody pain, or the person that's being inflicted, or whatever. It doesn't matter. If you're in pain and you lost your way, then like then you are going to be confused on how to love. If you know what real, genuine, unconditional love is, then you can never be like
And
swayed.
you won't be in an unhealthy relationship. But he told me this because I've been single for like 3 years since 2020, since I got sober. And he's like, a normal relationship to you is gonna feel boring at first. Like it's not, you know, you're not used to that, you
It's
know.
not your norm.
Right. So it takes like a lot of being alone and building that relationship with God. I think that 99% of people don't do that because I think it's the hardest thing that humans do. And what do? They go to a relationship to try to fill that void. You know what I mean? Or they go
I will say though, I think
not 99, that's a lot.
right. I was gonna say I used to apply like the things that I was dealing with to like everyone, like that all these people struggle with this too, but I don't necessarily know if that's the case. And I feel like that itself, you're almost like projecting a problem onto like these imaginary people in your mind, and it translates into like manifesting into your own like
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but I don't think like for instance, I went to Soho House. These grown men, successful, whatever, they're not connected with their authentic self. I think to get connected with your authentic self, you have to get rid of the pride, the ego, like it's kind of like when you get to heaven where you lose your flesh. When you become your authentic self on earth, I mean, we're never going to be that till we get to heaven. But when you shed all the fakeness, all the BS, all your fronts, everything that's covering you from being your true, being able to love and love everybody, no matter if that person loves you back, you love them genuinely. And I think that takes a level of really humility, but like you have to go through the pain and see where, I don't know. I just don't like, for me, I see these people are grown men. Like one guy was like talking to me like a little kid at the park, like trying to flirt with me, like being mean. And then he walked away, and my friend's like, "Yeah, he's flirting with you." And I'm like, "This is a grown attorney, like he's an attorney, right?" And I'm just like, he's stuck in his little kid self. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's hard to go back, and it takes some. Like my therapist said, anybody that comes to me, they're like 9 months pregnant. Like I'm done with the BS. I can't do it. Oh, what? She snuck up on us.
We got snipes over here.
Oh, shoot. Okay. We see how you coming now. Next time we drop in that glove, okay?
So Emery, Lily, Tiffany, thank
Rude
you.
Dog. Rude Dog, thank you. Phoenix, Dawn, Mohammed, everybody tapping. But no, I see what you mean. Like thinking like, oh, everybody's messed up. Like nobody's like, but it says in the Bible, it's a very narrow path.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most
No,
people.
and I get what you're saying too. And it's like, I think that if you have already gone through stuff like that, you're like more sensitive to like being able to see it in other people too.
Once you heal.
It's not that you're wrong. Like you're seeing it. You know what I mean? But it's like people that haven't been there, they don't see it as like keenly.
It's their normal. Yeah, it's their normal. That's why they're like, oh, this is how I am. For me, like I wasn't dating anybody. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing all this thing. I'm like, God, what is it? And it was like the love piece that I was missing. And I'm like, now I have so much empathy towards people and like what they go through. And like, that's why even in this whole situation, I was like, guys, like we really need to be praying. I know we're like, I mean, it's fine. The truth comes out and you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, we need to be praying because at the end of the day, like he's a lost soul. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. I've been through some crazy stuff and like, I was not in the same place that you were or anyone else ever was because I'm myself, but like I was so lost and like at the point that I am right now, like I literally like saw on my plant the other day that there was just a teeny little wilt part and I just cut it off because like I know that's how you're supposed to take care of plants. And I like just sat there with myself and I was like, I feel empathy for this plant right now. Like the old me did not have enough love in my heart for myself. You know what I mean?
What made you really connect? If you want to share, obviously.
Yeah, so like different things that like are self-love, like working out, eating health, like treating my body right. But one thing that really helped me was like meditation.
Yes, meditation is key. It even says that in the Bible, meditation.
And gratitude.
Yes.
When you wake up first thing in the morning, like the first thought that you have after like a bunch of training, like you do this all the time, is just how blessed you are to exist and be able to experience all of the pain and all of the amazing things in life. Like, and really and truly, you can't experience something beautiful unless you experience something ugly. And you can't experience something good unless you experience something bad. And the whole spectrum, like, that's just the way that life is. And
it's renewing your mind daily. Like, if I do not wake up and do my little journal thing and reading a little bit of the Bible and just like sitting there and just being God's presence and being like, okay, I'm surrendering the day to you, not myself, because I can take my will back so quick, girl, because that was my MO of protection. It's like, I got to do that. Like everything I said in life was like, which my therapist is like, why do you always say I have to? I'm like, I have to do this. I have to do this. She goes, I come to work. I want to go to work. She's like, you like literally like, I was literally like a slave to whatever I was doing. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
workaholic.
Yes.
I was in a
Yes.
relationship. I have to make it work. Like, why do you have to do, like, who is
You
forcing
don't.
you?
Because as human beings, we're supposed to appreciate life. We're not supposed to be like that. We're supposed to do the things that excite us. Like that's our intuition. That's trusting your gut. That's like that's who you are. You
You're
should
so young and wise. I love it. How old are you?
27.
Yeah, you're so young.
How old are you?
Girl, thank goodness he restores everything. I got that Jesus glow.
You look young.
I'm 35.
You look like you could be my age or like straight up younger.
Hey, we take it. We take it. We take it. And I see Dr. Ron in Miami, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna need that referral.
Not yet, not yet, not yet.
Not yet. We're good.
But it is really like, it's crazy how I look younger now. And even in my eyes look different. Like I look back at my videos when I was in OF and I just look so gone. Like I was so disassociated. That's why even that one thing, okay, that happened in 2018. It took me until I got sober in March 28th, 2022. So all of that was from that, and some stuff happened in the military as well that caused all that ripple effect, and it went on for that long. You know what I mean? It took me that long to get out of it. So when people say just get over it, you can't, like, and for me, I had so much pride because I was in the military, and I was like, you know, it took me a long time to get help because I was like, oh, I can do it on my own. I don't need anybody. I was so isolated. Like, I was the complete opposite. And that's what he said. He said, if you have a really big heart, most people do the exact opposite where they isolate. You know what I mean? Because they love. He goes, when you love so hard. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
But I just want to be like I don't even care. Like, I'm not worried about a man. I'm not looking for a man. I'm like, I want to figure this thing with God out first and loving myself before I let anybody in my space.
Yeah, and that is what you need to focus on. If you're not in like obsessive love with yourself, and I'm not talking about like egotistical
Like vanity, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about like you do the right thing for your body, you do the right thing for your mind. You know, you are happy with your home and your work and just your life. You feel good, and you don't need somebody by your side to make it better.
Something on the outside to fulfill you.
Yeah, like it's all coming from inside of you. Like then you're ready.
She's so precious. I'm gonna give her a hug. She's just the cutest, bro.
Oh, I love you.
Lost the game to 20 points. People are mad. Okay, we're gonna rematch. It's because we're having such deep talks. People are just like.
Yes.
But I love this. I've been wanting to talk to you, and I saw you online earlier. I was like, yeah.
I just knew it. I knew we were gonna click, dude. I really did.
So funny. I saw you live. I thought it was you, and I was like, I'm praying for you, and like,
I know.
I was like, damn, how do you pull her?
Stephanie, how are we talking about other people? We're not talking about other people. We're talking about ourselves.
We literally are.
It's okay, Stephanie. We love you. God loves you.
See, and you know what I love? And I'm better about it. But I used to be so reactive to people. Like, I would just go for the jugular. Like, I know how to, like, I feel like when you get bullied young, you learn how to, like,
I used to be like that too.
Bro, I can see people's insecurities a mile away. Like, I will. But now with Jesus, I'm like, you're lucky I got Jesus. One time there was this guy and he was honking. I can't remember what happened, but he was honking. He was an old man. And anyways, my friend's with me in the car and I'm like, Jesus loves you. And I'm like screaming out my door, Jesus loves you. And she's like, okay. You can't sound angry saying that.
Oh my gosh. No, I think that's
it's beautiful because when people are like that, they really need love. When people are coming at you angry and stuff, they really do need love. Like it's coming from a place of hurt and pain and insecurity, and like they just need a hug. And it's beautiful that you can, like, there's not many people that, you know, can do that. So.
No, Stephanie, we're not picking fun. We're not. She just had a memory.
We're not picking fun at who's sensitive over there? Y'all on your period. Y'all on your periods over there.
I'm just clarifying. But yeah.
No, we're not picking it. I'm making fun of myself, if anything.
Yeah.
Tina, hi, baby girl.
No, it's so cool. I feel like we actually have like high friendship chemistry or whatever. I don't know.
You from the Midwest too, right? That's Kansas, Kansas City. Oh, I miss you too, Tia. Sorry, girl. I've been so busy. It's been wild. All right, guys, let's lock in this game. Let's lock in. How long are you gonna be on? Or how much do you battle, or what do you do?
It depends on the day. So I do interviews. That's like my content, you know. And I schedule pretty much all of that around that, and then I also have a job. So it's kind of all over the place. I battle sometimes if I'm like I want to make money today, you know.
I love that. And
Yeah.
you know what's cool about being an interviewer? You have a special gift of making people feel safe and seen. And
Thank
not a
you.
lot of people can do that where they can open up. To get somebody to open up, it takes a lot. And like I had a lot of religion in me. It wasn't until recently where I feel like now I'm more of a safe place. Thank you, everybody. Um, so yeah, that's a gift from God, girl. You have influence and you have impact. I feel like you're gonna be like in the government somewhere, like she's gonna be like speaking, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just see you like in the government,
In the government.
like
That's
on Fox News, like talking about some stuff. Thank you, Quad John. Guys, let's play.
I don't know about that. I don't know about the government. Maybe
I
like
don't know. I just that's the only thing I could think of. Like
okay.
I don't know. She's like, hell no. Was this from God? Because I hope not. Doubles, doubles, guys.
Guys, double points. Just snipe the dub and we're good. Snipe the dub and
Guys, don't
we
let her snipe the dub. Don't let her snipe the dub.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is your like live schedule then? Do you usually go live at this time or like early or all day or what?
No, not all day. I'm trying to, especially during my healing journey, it's hard for me to take days off because I'm just that kind of person. But thank you, Dave. I always go at 7 p.m. So like usually like 12, 11. I try to get off at 11 if I can. And then I want to split it up though, so I'm not so tired because I feel like those 4 hours, it's like by the end of it, I'm so tired. Even my friend Danielle, you know Danielle, you heard her story, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
and that also, but okay, I don't want to like, I really do not want to bring it up because y'all have been through enough. But I will say, the thing that I do agree with All Money is it is weird that y'all did have like some similar stories, like about certain things. Like that, you can't say
you
that.
can't make that up. That's
Yeah,
like
you can't
what?
make that up.
Why
Like,
would somebody do that to somebody? Like, what kind of person would do that? Do you know what I mean? Like,
a
and
lost
actually, I had
soul.
more stuff coming after that happened, and I'm like, ooh. I'm like, he didn't even want me to go there.
A lost soul.
Yeah. David, MVP. I mean, I have nothing to hide. If I was lying, he could say something.
No, and you're not. You're not lying. Like,
Like-
there's literally no way.
That's why I'm really surprised when people were already supporting without it. I'm like, you can tell in the eyes that something's not right. You know what I mean? You can see everything in the eyes. So for me, I'm like, how do you guys think that this is like normal? David, you got a boosting love and a magic miss. Quad John, Phoenix, you got a miss. Muhammad Habibi.
Guys, thank you for helping me get speed. I appreciate you. MVP.
I told her, I said, girl, tomorrow you're gonna feel this. The next day she goes, oh my gosh. I said, you're gonna have an emotional hangover.
Yeah.
And she was like, you're right. And then, but yesterday was so cute. She battled, right? First, she was like, she would literally post like, people need to get off TikTok and get jumped. She would like, was such a hater. And I'd go at her. I'm like, girl, not just because one person's on there, but that's because she had that. And now she loves it. She's on there and she's like, oh, I really love it. And I'm happy for her. So yesterday I was helping her battle and she was just so excited.
Yay!
Yeah, you could see she was like sparked up because she's been through a lot, and I'm trying to help her too because until you heal, you're gonna keep finding yourself in that same thing. That's why for me it's like you gotta find a man of God. Phoenix, thank you so much. It's
Thank
so
you,
important.
Lily. Thank you, Tensa. Yeah, no, it was really cool to see you guys together like that. Like y'all, that was just cool. And I can see you helping her too. Like I know that some people couldn't see that, but it's like I go live and like I know what this is. You know what I mean? So people just watching you that just don't go live, they probably wouldn't have noticed. But I could tell, like I could see like the nuance of it, I guess. I don't know. It was
What do
cool.
you mean?
Well, no, I could just see because okay, so like there's the TikTok banter, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And so you were trying to like give it to her a little bit so that she could like go back and
Oh
forth.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but like other people don't understand that. You know what I mean? Like you kind of have to go live and like do it and then see that it like is how you do it. I don't know. Like I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
no, I was
over-explain
pushing
it,
her.
but-
I'm like, come on, y'all, da 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 da.
Yeah, exactly.
I was trying to talk crap
Thank
so her
you.
team would get amped up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like shoot against me. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
But like low key, they all know I love her and like I'm trying to help her. She's actually gonna let me see when she's coming on. You can tell she's nervous. She's like, how do I? I'm like, I'm gonna give you some wings. You're gonna have to fly. You're gonna have to fly with that. But I was taking her into people's fours and like I do it for all my friends.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're so sweet.
Do you know who Shom is?
Oh.
She's my best friend, but I got her on TikTok too, and she's crushing it. She's always in like the A League and stuff. You would like her too. Super sweet. All
Yeah.
love. Thank you, David. Thank you, Phoenix.
Honestly, if you ever can find somebody that would want to do an interview with me, that would be awesome.
So just interview on what? Just
Well,
like
so I would do an interview with you, but I don't want to bring up like traumatic experiences with you because I already know that like how that affects you and like
honestly, I'm going through my healing, so probably not at this moment. But
Yeah.
I do want to get in a place, and it doesn't have to be that about that specific. It can be so much. Like I feel like I've had eating disorders. I've had like anything that you can think of that somebody struggled with. I've been there, which is cool because now it's a testimony, you know?
crazy. I feel like we have such a similar like life story
Holy
too.
Spirit, we connected for a reason, I'm telling you.
Yeah. No, like we're gonna
Hugo and
stuff
Sarah,
is
you
gonna
were
be
the first one.
uncovered for both of us that it's like just kindred spirits. I don't know.
Yeah, we can let Holy Spirit lead. Like it doesn't, you know, with that, I feel like I just wasn't as prepared because I was like, okay, let's set up a time. And then he like requested me. And I was just like, oh, you know what I mean? As if like, okay, I'm prepared and like, and it's different speaking to you than him. You get what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah.
He's a
Well,
little-
he gave
he's a
me
little
my
intimidating.
flowers. I went into his live and he was like, Sarah, I have new respect for what you do. Like that stuff is hard. And I was like, thank you, homie.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
know.
he was funny. He was kind of intimidating. I'm like, and then and he's like, breathe, making me more. I'm like, dude, stop telling me to breathe. I'm like, you're making it worse. And then he was live talking to Danielle. He's like, yeah, your friend, you did really good job. She did too, but she was really nervous. I was like,
I know. When I saw that, I was
pulling
like,
me
bro, you don't talk about other people you interview with
I
other
was like,
people.
I know. He wasn't saying it in a mean way, but I was like,
I know.
I was like, I get it, dude. Like, I don't talk about this very often.
Okay, so we both noticed that. That's so funny. That's so funny.
But yeah, good for him though. Good for him doing his thing.
Well, so are you happy that he's doing what he's doing right now?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, everything done in the dark comes to the light. I think somebody being an influencer to the degree that he has, I mean, to me, I wouldn't do it because you know how, like, I don't know. To be honest, I think it's not a bad thing. Like sometimes you got to lose everything to wake up. Like when that many people are like, dude, you have issues. You know what I mean? Like if every person I battled, I ended up blocking, I'd be like, okay, there's something wrong
Yeah.
that I'm having an issue with every person I'm going live with. You know what I mean? So I think what he's doing is definitely God's like in control of this situation. It's crazy that it took the monkeys because I'm like, what about the human lives? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and it's been multiple. It's not like, okay, it's happened once and it was really long. Not like Chris Brown thing. We're talking, this is like every person. I mean, I know multiple girls after this. Like, I think
The
4 girls.
crazy thing is, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know any of that stuff because I don't look at Reddit like that unless I'm interviewing someone. So that's the only time that and then it's like specific to the person. I just look up their name. I don't just read Reddit just to read Reddit, you know? So I didn't know any of that stuff that he did. So it's like, and I've been on here for 2 years, you know? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really surprised. Like, I feel like I was the key to it, and then I didn't press the charges, and I was too scared. And I had done so much bad, and I felt so guilty because I was also taking part in so much dirty stuff. You know what I mean? And I felt like because I went back, I kept going back. I felt just like it was just a lot of insecurity. You know, I didn't know who I was at that point when I was trying to press. I was so scared. I was like a little kid.
I get it.
I literally wanted to move out of the city. I'm like, I was scared he was like gonna come after me. So
yeah. No, but what, you can't blame your past self knowing what you know now. You can't blame that's like you blaming yourself right now for your future self thinking about what you're doing right now.
well, I did what I could do, and
You did what you knew to do. That's all you can do, dude. So,
but
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it'll end soon, and who knows? It always, like he said, it always blows over,
Yeah.
and that's the sad part. Is like, you know, but he needs Jesus, so I don't know. Maybe this is his wake up call, that because he thinks he can just get away with everything. Like he literally was like, "It's been so long ago, like get over it." I'm like,
Well, the reason I asked if you thought what All Money was doing was a good thing is because I feel like it is because genuinely I am with this whole thing, I am seeing like almost a societal shift a little bit. Like people are actually like doing something about it, I guess, instead of but I don't know. There's obviously not perfect intentions. There's not
I just know God is the best. MVP Phoenix, sorry, MVP Phoenix, MVP David, everybody. I think for me, it's like God does the revenge. Like to me, he has to live with himself. He can make even when I talked to him on the phone, which was when I lived before I got my house, so probably like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. He was like, "Are you really happy?" I'm like, "Yeah, I found Jesus," and I was trying to tell him like, "Hey, you can be free. Like it's okay. Like you had demons. Like I had demons. Like you can be free." And of course, that set him off. But I could already tell he was so miserable. Like what I mean? He has to live with himself. And no matter how many people support him, no, I don't think he should have the support because he's not a good person. It's like somebody who's evil has good support, like
yeah.
Hitler. Like, you know what I mean? We shouldn't support somebody like that. So, like, I think it's a good thing to bring awareness that people should be scared of doing things like that to people, that they will get reprimanded in some way. Phoenix, thank you. And I definitely think like he can wear a mask for so long. He's really good at like being cool with the bros. He's really like, you know how narcissists are. They can put on that front. They can make people love them like this. You know what I mean?
So do you think that like in this case then society is shifting almost backwards? Like do you think that because in my personal opinion, TikTok live breeds narcissistic traits from people.
Yes, and I think that's a problem too. Is like, okay, if somebody has so many charges and stuff like that, to me, you shouldn't even be able to go. It should be you can't be a public figure.
Yeah.
Like, period. When you've done those things, like you have to live with what you've done. You can't be an example to all these other kids, little kids, looking at these people screaming, saying you're weak. I mean, how old are you to say my monkey is more than your rent? Like you are a grown person and you are really trying to throw money. Like you get what I'm saying? Like that's you. Like that's. It's just we should be supporting people like you that are spreading love, positivity. You know what I mean? So and the banter's okay. A little bit of banter is okay, but
Yeah.
I do think society they love the entertainment. At the end of the day, the Island Boys, all these people that give us entertainment, it's the crazy ones. It's the ones screaming. It's the ones, you know what I mean? But the thing is, we have really people that love us. Like right now, I have people that actually love us.
Yeah. I know. And like I honestly you and I we can sleep at night. Like we are satisfied in our lives. Like we have full hearts. Like you have to think like I know it's hard to put yourself back into a place where your heart was like
Rich.
empty.
Yeah.
But like that is like somebody's personal hell. And if someone's living that, like that is their own that is revenge. That is like tragedy. That is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like really all we can do is just try to uplift people that are in those places. Like and that's what you're doing and that's what I saw in you even like that same night you were like praying for him and like just every like I don't know, like it's
I
so
was up at
hard.
3 in the morning praying, and everything hit me of how dark and lost the world. It was like, it was
Yeah.
pretty sad. I was just like, man, we're so lost, God. Like, I was literally praying for everybody. I'm like, God, like, I don't know. I just got hit with it, and everything that had happened. It was kind of like a good purge, but it was like, I'm like, wow, we're not loving each other. Like,
Yeah.
it was scary, but
And I feel like it's so easy to get caught up on like what's happening with like who's supporting who or just this is all the external stuff at the end of the day. Like it has nothing to do with your heart and your like satisfaction of life and your gratitude and just like excitement and just being alive. Like I feel like that is what life is about, is those things. And like imagine living all this time in your life and then you still don't get to feel like actual human, the range of human emotions and just love. And like to me that is the saddest thing. It's not how much money I'm making, it's
yeah,
or like the cool car that I'm driving. Like
yeah,
I get to have real wholesome
connection.
relationships with people.
Yeah.
I get to spread love. I get to like have beautiful dreams of heaven at night. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And you're judged upon how much you love other people. You know what I mean? So that's beautiful that you spread that. And you have such a, like, all the big streamers, you have such a pull on those people. So I just want to encourage you, like, keep doing that. Keep doing it, girl.
But
And I
that's
don't mind. We can set up an interview thing. That's cool. We can set up an interview. Um,
yeah. Yeah. I mean, and also like take your time with it too. Like if you want to get back about it in like a couple of weeks or you know what I mean, a month or
yeah, I'm
something.
gonna be here. You'll see me.
Yeah,
No,
I know. Like
I want to
I,
get in a place where I feel like, because right now it's I still need to heal from the
yeah.
men wounds. It's coming up because I told my therapist, I'm like, I hate men. I don't know why. And he's like, oh, that's good. Stuff's starting to come up to the surface. So I'm
Exactly.
like, okay, good. It's like a good sign. But I don't want to be that way because I know I shouldn't. But he's like, the way you look at men is from a broken lens. And I want to fix that to where I can exude love everywhere. Where I don't look at somebody like, oh, he's looking at me in a way, or get defensive, or like, you know what I mean? And I feel like that right now. So I want to get a place where I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm just clear in my thinking and my speaking and my. I'll get there.
I think it's all based on your belief system.
Hmm.
And when you grow up in a broken household or you're in a broken relationship or you witness people that are broken with broken love, that's your learning experience that you learn from. So
That's
you have to change your belief system, change your love, and like it's possible for every single person. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how broken you are. I don't care how anything. Like just like you said the other night, like God's love is like pouring over all of us, you know?
yeah. You're never too broken for him, and
Yeah.
like you said, there's no time limit with God. Like even this one lady I watched, Kim Talks, found the love of her life. She was 50, and you know what I mean. And she's enjoying her life. She travels. They go do places. She's a preacher, and her relationship with her husband, everything broke, and now she's living the best life. You know what I mean? So it's so possible. We are the ones that limit ourselves. We are the ones that tell ourselves we're not ever going to find it. We're the ones that listen to Satan lying to us that we're too broken for love, that we can't love. Like once we start talking and treating ourselves the way God sees us, we
Yes.
can exude that.
Ooh, okay. I love you. You're awesome. I'm
Love
excited
you
to battle
too,
you.
girl. Mwah. Guys, everybody go give her a follow. We love her. If I'm
Same.
not streaming, go hang out with her. She's beautiful. Thank you for asking these questions, and I appreciate it.
I just like I felt pulled to like talk to you, you know? So
That's God.
and you're awesome. So
You are
okay.
too.
I love you. I'm gonna see you soon.
Okay, bye, Sarah.